history was made where the man, Stephen the Chef Curry, broke the 3-point buckets record. And he goes down in history as the greatest shooter of all time, unless anybody wants to argue against that. So, does anybody disagree with Steph being the greatest shooter of all time?
No, hell no. Not even close.
It's not even. Thank you, because that would have been wasted time on this sportscast to even mention another name. So Steph is number one, undoubtedly, unquestionably, factual. Steph is the man. Who's your number two shooter of all time?
Jesus Shuttlesworth, Ray Allen. He's number two.
Jesus Shuttlesworth, right?
Yes,
you know what? I have to agree with you on that one. I don't think it's a question. Shuttlesworth is the number two shooter of all time, in my opinion.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to say nay to Ray.
And you're going to pick somebody who name rhymes.
Klay Thompson himself. I'm telling you, Klay Thompson. The only reason why he is not my pick, obviously, for number one, is because Steph can do it from all angles. He can do it off the dribble. He can do all of this. But I'll tell you this. If someone had a gun to my head and they said, hey, James Wudi, you need to pass to someone and they need to hit this three or you die. And I'm throwing a chest pass. I'm actually throwing that chest pass to Klay Thompson to save my life. That's all
Steph.
Hey, when Klay saved my bed, you dead. That's crazy.
Hey, if the deal is that the person has to make a dribble move, okay, Steph all day. I'll take Steph. But if it is just a chest pass, catch and shoot for my life, I am taking Klay Thompson over anyone who's ever played the game.
Okay. I'm even going to say Steph he's the best catch and shoot shooter, the best off the dribble shooter. He is literally the best shooter. Like his form in his release is the quickest and it's the most consistent. It's great. But I'm not saying that to disrespect Klay. I'm just saying you're my boy. So if somebody put a gun in your head, I hope you get that answer right. I got Jesus Shuttlesworth as number two. Matt's got Jesus Shuttlesworth as number two. Wudi, do you have Jesus Shuttlesworth as number three or no?
I do.
All right, you do. All right. So how about we start with your number three, Matt? Unless you had something colorful that you wanted to say about, he got game.
Nah, man. Well, first of all, Wudi, who's comparing Klay to Kyle Korver, man? Who are you talking to on the street that's like Klay Thompson's the same as Kyle? Oh, like what? I tell them to walk away. That's not even a discussion. Like that's just ludicrous right there. Holy crap.
that was pretty bad. I'm glad you checked him on his circle.
I've literally heard that. So you're right. I have a couple of people to block.
Take right there. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Nah, man. If we're moving down the list, at number three, I got Reggie Miller as my great shooter of all time.
You got Reggie over Klay.
I got Reggie over Klay. Yes, just because of longevity right now. So right now, number three, it's going to be Reggie Miller for me.
Man, that is a great pick. You know why? Because that's my number three greatest shooter of all time, man. Reggie Miller. So far, Matt, our lists are identical. We got the chef, we got He Got Game, and we got Reggie. Wudi has a different list over here. He's got the chef, he's got Klay, gun to your head, Klay, and then he's got Shuttlesworth, right? So now we at number four. Matt, who's your guy? Who's the fourth greatest shooter of all time?
Oh, this when it starts getting down to 4 and 5, there's a lot of guys that can come into play. But I'm gonna go with Harden, man. James Harden.
Really?
He's gonna be number 4 for me. James Harden, his jumper is nice, and I think he's one of the smoothest shooters out there.
That is well. We're gonna hear what I didn't say. But
our list definitely about to not be in synonymous anymore.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna be in sync anymore. That pick made me that face I made is like when my stomach hurt and I gotta go to the bathroom. Man, but no, I'm not gonna disrespect James Harden. He can shoot, right? And I feel like he's a volume shooter more than anything. But he will put up 18 threes and make like 6 of them.
But yeah, he's 50, 40, 90. He's been a 50, 40, 90, I believe.
Yeah, he has been a 50, 40, 90. Yeah. I do think he's underrated, like as a shooter. So it's really not the worst pick. If I had to name top players that I don't like their game.
He hates James Harden.
I don't like James Harden's game. But I'm
not
going.
He wants to fight him.
I'm not going. I wouldn't want to fight James Harden. We don't need to have a celebrity boxing match. I ain't really. My name don't weight like that, but I'll take it though. If we can get it going, sign me up, James Harden. I'm gonna knock the beard off. How about that? Have you looking like a Ninja Turtle at the end of the day. So I'll give you my 4th best shooter of all time. The stats don't do this man justice. But the legend, Larry Bird, is the 4th greatest shooter.
Larry.
I think both of you had really good number 4 picks. They both are in my top 10, Harden and Larry. For sure. Larry specifically is probably my pick for maybe the most underrated shooter of all time because the era, right? Like, no one was, prolifically, shooting up threes in his time the way that now, like someone like Damian Lillard, right, kind of has more of a rep as a 3-point shooter or, as a better shooter than Larry. But if Larry played today, like Will's point, for Reggie, you can make that same point for Larry. And he would, I think he would be with the best of the best. Harden, also underrated as a shooter. Everyone, he's the target of the foul rule, but I personally think he's one of the most skilled. He's obviously very crafty, and his shot, I mean, it's knockdown. It's knockdown. That being said, my 4th. I'm actually not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. You guys actually bully me. If I showed the paper, my 4th was actually Ray Allen. But I will just switch the order because I'll say my number the person I wrote down as number 3 for number 4, and that is your number 3, Reggie Miller.
Okay. Now I am really curious for this 5th one. All of our number 4s were a little bit different. Well, 2 of them haven't been mentioned yet, right? But this 5th one here
is going to be crazy. This 5th one's
crazy. Is going to be very, very interesting. And Matt, who do you have to round out your top 5 and greatest shooters ever?
Gotta go with Kyle Korver. Korver. Okay. I mean,
wait a second. How are you going to say who is comparing Clay to Kyle Korver? And then Kyle Korver is on this list above Clay?
Well, again.
Well, he did say that Clay, the absence, he penalized him for the absence. So he did say that.
I did. Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you, if this is, I don't know if this is, legacy, if these lists, but this list for me is gun to the head list, right? If you had that gun to the head, are you passing it to Kyle Korver or Klay Thompson or James Harden right now?
Klay Thompson. I'll eat my crow. Yeah, Klay Thompson.
No, it's okay. No, because we made these lists differently, so legacy matters. Like
definitely does. But Klay. I'd pick Klay. Gun to my head. Out of those 3 options,
Jeez,
you can give Harden 20 shots and he'll probably make a couple. he'll make a few. But Klay will be like 18 for 20. So that would help out.
No, that's fair. Will, actually, first I want to know: would you agree with that answer? If you had actually, who was your number 4? It was Larry Bird. Larry Bird
was number 4.
Yeah, so Larry Bird or Klay Thompson. Gun to the head. You need to pass it to someone to save your
Oh,
life.
I'm going with Larry. It's not even a second thought because Larry is not going to miss the shot. Like, Larry's going to be like, oh, they're going to try to kill you. I got you. His form is like this too. Like, I love it. It's like, I'm going with Larry. Clay a little goofy, man. Clay is ridiculous, right? But Clay don't care about nobody that's not on the Golden State Warriors, right? They don't care about nobody in life unless they buy in his shoes that are his brand is from Asia or whatever. Clay will miss the shot and be like, dang, I'm sorry, man. I'll take care of your family though. He might at least do that, but I'm trying to live. I'm going with the legend. My fifth best shooter is absolutely Kevin Durant.
I don't think that's a surprise. He's actually sixth on my list. I actually think you guys pretty much just did a top, my personal top 10, right? Because Harden is on there. Larry's definitely on there. Larry's probably 7. And Korver. I think Korver deserves
to be in the top.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he deserves to be on there as well. So I think you guys just did my top 10 because this fifth person is someone that's like an actual surprise. Will, you got me nervous as a Suns fan. I thought you were gonna say something outrageous like Devin Booker, but
come on, man.
Well, you said he's still writing the script.
Disrespect me like that.
You
could at least say you thought I was going to say Steve Nash because Steve Nash is in my top 10 for sure.
Yeah, I'd put Steve Nash in top 10.
Would you guys?
I would.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I feel much more confident saying that my number 5 pick for the best shooter of all time is my man, Steve Nash.